Okay guys, these Snowball Christmas cookies only involve 6 ingredients. They are so easy to make and incredibly delicious. So let me show you how to make it. So the first thing you want to do, guys, is roast up your pecans. This is not absolutely critical, but it really helps. So I've got about a cup of pecans here. And I'm just going to go ahead and add these to a baking tray lined with some parchment paper. And this is going into a 350-degree oven for about 7 or 8 minutes. Now our pecans are toasted and that wonderful nutty aroma has just filled the air. We are just going to go ahead and finely chop these up. Now you can use a plastic bag too and just pound them, but I just like chopping. Okay, my friends, into our mixing bowl with a stick of butter, 3 tablespoons of sugar, about half a teaspoon of that wonderful vanilla extract, and a pinch of salt just to bring out those flavors. Now over to our stand mixer. And the great thing about this recipe is there are no eggs and there's very little sugar, and all the sugar is actually in the coating, as we're going to see later. Okay, we'll just go ahead and fire up our mixer and cream this up. Next up, we're going to add in a cup of all-purpose flour and our wonderfully roasted chopped pecans. And we will just go ahead and mix this up. And what you want, guys, is a mixture of something like this. This is just kind of a sandy mixture and it's perfect. Now I should also mention that you don't have to do this with a mixer. You can do it by hand or with a spatula, but it just makes it a lot easier with the mixer. Now I'm just going to grab up my ice cream scoop. You can use a spoon too, but this just makes it a lot handier. And put it in the palm of my hand and just roll it into, well, I'd say about a 1-inch ball. Isn't that cute? Just about perfect like that. And we'll just set these aside on a baking sheet lined with some parchment paper. So my friends, you're going to get about 12 to 14 balls out of these. I got a baker's dozen, depending on how large or small you make them. Now these are going into a 350-degree preheated oven for about 13 to 15 minutes. While our cookies are baking, guys, you might want to check out our easiest fruitcake in the whole wide world. I'll put a link above and a link below. Also check out our holiday playlist. Now our cookies are nicely done. I'm just going to pull them from the oven, set them aside and let them cool just to the point where we're able to handle them. Now they're cool enough to handle, I'm just going to dip them in some powdered sugar. And the great thing is, when they're hot, that oil from the pecans helps them adhere to the sugar and also the heat. And we'll just set these back on our baking tray. Now the cookies have cooled, guys. I just want to show you that glaze. I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but applying the sugar when it's hot has actually created a glaze over the cookie. So when we give them the final coating, there's going to be a nice white powder and kind of a glaze underneath. So good. Okay, now our cookies have cooled, guys. I'm going to give them one final coating of the sugar, but this time I'm going to sift them on, not roll them, so that way we get that nice, even, beautiful application of the sugar and make them into beautiful snowballs. And there you have it, guys, our incredibly wonderful, easy and delicious Christmas snowballs. You're going to want to make these for sure. Okay guys, let's grab one of these little guys up and just look at them. Don't they look absolutely stunningly delicious? Oh, I can hardly wait to dig in. Okay, the part I love so much. Let's give these a taste. There's really no delicate way to do this. You're gonna get powdered sugar all over you. These are so good. They're not too sweet, a little bit crumbly, but that taste of the nuts, the roasted pecans, that's just fantastic. You gotta make these, guys. It's just so wonderful. And don't forget to check out that Christmas cake I talked about.